Hi, everybody. Welcome. Hello, hello, hello. How's everybody today? Happy Valentine's if you honor it, track it, celebrate it, whatnot. Hey, Carrie. How's the sound? Everybody, who's here? Who's here today? What do we have? We have some of our usuals. Anybody new? Hi, Gwen. Hi, Peter Brook. Hey, Jack, you made it. Carrie, hi, April. Good to see everybody. What is going on, my friends? Jess, good to see you, my dear. Yay. Much love to all of you. Happy Valentine's Day to you. I hope that you're having a great one, even if you don't honor this as a holiday. I don't really honor it as a holiday, but what the F? Let's celebrate love. Oh, thanks, Jack. Yeah, how was it? What was it like? I sort of, because it was on the phone, on my mobile, I couldn't see the chat super well. Oh, you did too, Gwen? Oh, good. I'm so glad. Yay, I'm glad it was awesome. Jackie's wonderful. She's a great host, isn't she? I would really like to do that again. I've always wanted to be, quote unquote, interviewed. But that was just so much, that was so much fun. I would really love to do that again. And I love Jackie. My sis, what's going on, everybody? Good morning, Joanne. I don't know why. Every time I see Joanne lately, I want to call her JoJo. I don't know why. That's crazy. Everybody hear me okay? Microphone doing good? How's the sound on the background music? This is a pretty song today. Background music good? Music is a little soft. Okay. There we go. Turn it up for you guys. Down for me. How's that? Better? Jack says the sound is perfect. Oh, thanks, Carrie. Miss you too. Beard's doing pretty good though. What do you guys think? I think I'm looking really good. I actually shaved my head, sort of. Art gallery for work? What are you doing, Joe? That sounds fun. Oh, we are recording. Do I see a Linda? I've seen a Linda in ages. How are you, Linda? What's going on? I'm not doing a normal beard. I don't, the hair here and here doesn't grow in well. So I'm doing what's called a chin strap, and I don't want it to be too thick. So Joanne's looking after the gallery for our friends while they're having a few days break. Ooh, that's lovely. I'm glad. It doesn't look as good on video as it does in the mirror. I'm not sure if that's because of my lighting or what. Joanne, enjoy the gallery. I hope that that goes well today. H8? Hi, Gwen. That's funny. Very, very cool. Talk to me, my friends. How are you? What's going on today? How are you feeling? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind, on your heart? Yes, I agree, Peter. Sounds like a fun gig. Carrie's feeling great at the moment. I noticed Joanne has a new picture. That one's nice. I like it. Lots of changes. What kind of changes, Carrie? Jack's heart is heavy right now, but feeling better for being here. Oh, good, Jack. Still dealing with the question that you asked me through email? Gwen's thinking I'm really growing this year. Big things in store, I think. Oh, you had to change the picture for your profile. That makes sense. I did too. Yeah. Got it, Jack. April says that the full moon had me feeling tired this week. Took advocacy getting extra rest, though. Oh, that's always good. Extra rest is lovely in supportive action. Carrie found Substack and you're writing some things. Wonderful. Good for you. Took advantage. Oh, well, you advocated for yourself, April, and then took advantage of getting extra rest. How's that? Jack, do you want to share with everybody what's going on, or do you just want to keep it private for now? It is all perspective. For those who missed it, I just got done being interviewed by Jackie Mancuso, my dear friend, sister, and fellow teacher, on her YouTube channel. So that was a load of fun with lots of great information and questions. So definitely go check out. I think it gets recorded and saved on her channel. So something to check out. I don't know when that goes up as a recording, but definitely something to have some fun with if you want to check out. Also, this is being recorded and I'll have it up on my YouTube channel later. They were, Glenn? Oh, I'm glad. Yeah, they felt like really interesting questions to me. I don't remember. I know we talked about debt and love. I don't remember what else. Yes, we talked about love. I do remember that. Well, I mean, why not? I'm always talking about love, right? It's my primary topic. So, speaking of love, we have an amazing journey today. The journey through love, the three facets of love. For those who haven't watched or listened to the track that I have up on my Insight Timer, I have a track from the very first Celebrate Love party in which we went on the very first journey through the three facets of love. So the three facets of love is a fascinating concept that came to me early last year in a meditation. I now believe that the Council of Seven had given me that message before they actually came to me as a group. They gave me that message ahead of time. So the message is that the concept is that the evolution of love through our human experience starts with love as a feeling. And during love as a feeling, we as people, as beings, as humans, are experiencing love. We're being the container for it. And as our awareness and understanding of love grows, we shift from love as a feeling to love as a force. And during love as a force, we're functioning as a conduit for love, meaning a channel. So we're actually channeling, we're experiencing love flowing through us rather than as a container holding it inside of ourselves. Then the next step in the evolution of our awareness of love is love as a field. And during love as a field, we actually experience we're no longer a container. We're sort of still a container, but not quite. And we're still a conduit, but not quite. And then during love as a field, we're actually then experiencing ourselves as the collective. So love as a field. So this concept is just really near and dear to me because for some reason it just makes a lot of sense to me through my experience, the evolution of my awareness of love in my life. And yeah, for me, I have to echo, Carrie just said, wow, I want to be there. Yeah, I too wish to experience love as a field. And that's kind of my personal orientation. And today we're going to go on a journey to experience those three facets. And then we're going to have a message from the council. And yesterday, when I was recording a message for my newsletter people from the council, they said there's an 85% chance that depending on how the journey goes today, that they will reveal to us, well, they've already revealed to me, they'll reveal to you the next energy after love that they represent. So this is really exciting. This is something that they've never talked about. They've started hinting recently that we're all at a point where we're approaching or being ready to hear about this second energy. So for those who don't know, if you're new to me, my name is Greg Phillips. I'm a heart wisdom guide and a channel. My entire purpose is to guide people into the depths of their heart so that they can experience meaningful transformation and among other things, but meaningful transformation is very important. And I work with a group called the Council of Seven. They're not seven beings, they're actually a multitude of beings. The seven actually represents the seven different energies that they've come to share with humanity that are vital to the evolution of humanity. The first being love, which has been a huge theme of mine for many, many years. I've seen myself as a channel for love for the last 15 years or so. So it's really exciting to think that we might actually get to hear about a new energy. Peter Brooks says, I've really got to experience that field aspect when I was in labor. Oh, wow. Happy Valentine's Day to you too, Linda. I'm just catching up on the chat. Gwen's excited about the field one. Yay, very cool. Anyone new? Anyone never come to one of my lives before? Please feel free to say hi. Tell us where you're from. We're going to get started really soon. We love welcoming new people into the fold, into our beautiful little community. If you've never been on a journey with me before, many folks initially consider it sort of a guided visualization, and that's fine. But if you're not the visual type of person, which is absolutely understandable, many people aren't, just sit back and relax and tap into how the different descriptions and verbal invitations that I use feel, right? So you want to be tapping into the energy or the feeling or the sensation of any of the words that I'm using. Try to if you are a visual person and you're struggling with quote unquote seeing things, do your best to relax, let it go. Don't be too attached to needing to see things certain ways. A lot of folks that go on these journeys with me allow their own intuition to come in. So I might say one thing and they'll end up seeing or feeling or sensing something completely different. Let it flow. Go with it. It is your higher self speaking to you in the way that it knows that you will best understand, even if you don't understand what you're seeing or healing. Hey, what's up, Gloria? How are you, my dear? Good to see you. You're going by Chebet now. Just Chebet. Hey, Sherilyn. Hello from Texas. Where in Texas? We have some people there already. Hey, Jerry. Good to see you. I am in Denver until Tuesday. So in the next time you guys see me, I'll be coming to you from St. George, Utah. I am changing locations. That's right, Gwen's in San Antonio. Yay, very cool. Arlington, wonderful. Hey, Kat from Montreal, first time. Welcome, meow. It's nice to see you. Back to Utah, yes, Carrie, but different place. Last time I was in middle to northern Utah. Now I'm going to be in southern Utah, near all the beautiful red rock state parks and different red rock formations. I'm really, really feeling strongly called to explore and live in the red rocks and learn from them. I have a feeling that some incredible transmissions and insights and even fine-tuning and calibrating and fine tweaking of my own energy field and my ability to channel is going to be coming my way down there. So it's very, very exciting. Alrighty. Anybody else want to say hi before we get started? Please feel free to do so. I am excited for this session today. I am so pleased and honored to have you all with us. If you end up enjoying this session and feel it as of value, remember that us teachers, we really love any way that you feel called to support us, whether it's through donations listening to our tracks, leaving a review or leaving a rating or sharing, sending our tracks to friends that you think might love them, whatever you wish to do. If you wish to support me offline, off of Insight Timer, that is also more than welcome. You can find all my information here at my link, yaygreg.com. And for anybody who wants to hear from me regularly, to keep in touch with my schedule or find out about all the different things that I'm doing, please check out my newsletter at news.yaygreg.com. If you're on an Apple device and you are aware of how they take a percentage when you donate here, you can also go to my website, and there are alternate forms of donating there. Every little thing that you do to support teachers on Insight Timer, even just showing up and being present, you don't even have to say anything on the lives, is just a joy and a blessing for us. So I just want you to know how much we as teachers appreciate your guys' presence, your love, and your support. Oh, that's right, Carrie. Oh, Peterbrook, you gotta go? Oh, well, see you. Okay, well, see you later. Jack's not staying for the journey, but you can catch up tomorrow. That sounds great. All right. Yeah, and we'll see whoever's coming next week. We have the next bi-weekly installment of Let's Soar Together. If you want to learn more about that, go to my teacher link. Hey, Gloria. She's saying that, Greg, about moving locations again has made me realize perhaps that is exactly what I am called to do at this moment. I've missed your readings too. We'll come soon for one. Oh, wonderful. I haven't been doing readings in lives lately, but yes, always available to do those. All right, my friends, let's get started. The journey through love, the 3 facets of love. Welcome to everybody, whether you are new or old to my work. I am so glad and blessed to have you here. Hey, Linda, it's so good to see you. It has been forever. It's nice to have you back. All right, my friends, I need a pillow on my lap. Rest my hands easily. I invite you to reposition any body part that is not feeling comfortable right now. Find a way to get into the most comfortable seated position. If you're walking, be mindful of how every time your feet touch the floor or the ground, how it connects. If you're sitting, slowly and gently bring your awareness to the different parts of your body and how they're touching the chair or the seat that you are upon. With each breath in and out, allow for the day that came before this moment to slip away. The day that will come after this live session to also slip away. With each breath, encouraging your gentle and loving return to the present moment. I invite you to place one hand on your beautiful heart chakra. Begin to gently tap your chakra with the palm of your hand, slowly and gently. And repeat after me. Heart, teach my mind. Heart, teach my mind. Heart, teach my mind. I am here, I am here, I am here right now. find yourself on a beautiful stone-paved path. The soft light glowing around the edge of either side of the path. And as you look down and study each stone that has been lovingly and carefully hand-laid upon this path, you notice that each one is of a different color. They weave a beautiful tapestry on the ground beneath your feet, and the soft light on either side of the path gently calls you forward. This path feels comfortable underneath your feet. It feels supportive. You feel grounded, stable, safe, and secure. And as you gently walk down this path, you begin to look around to your left and your right, noticing a variety of different objects. Some of these might have significance to you, and others might just simply be something that you're noticing. Pay close attention to the kind of environment that you're in. Perhaps you're in a woods, or you're walking through ancient ruins, or maybe a rustic village. Or maybe you're out in a beautiful red rock canyon. Just pay close attention to the environment that you're in. It is a beautiful, safe, and supportive environment. It is yours. And you continue to walk down this path, and you see a bright shining object ahead of you. Path widens a bit, and as you approach this object, you see that it is a large, spherical shaped object. And there is a bright, shining little speck of starlight floating around inside. This is a glass sphere, a globe, if you will. You can see this beautiful speck of starlight gently floating or flying around inside of this glass orb. Make note of how large or small this orb is. Gain a sense of perspective about how much space this glass sphere has within inside of it. And as you are studying this glass sphere, the dais that it is, or pedestal that it is holding it up, you begin to see that the speck of starlight inside the sphere is twinkling, as though it is winking at you and trying to catch your attention. And as you turn your mind's eye to study it, peering ever more deeply into the sphere, you see that this little speck of starlight has an image in it. It is the image of a person, place, or thing that you deeply love. Study it closely, my friends, for this is a person, place, or thing that is easy and absolutely effortless for you to love. Perhaps it is a favorite object or a favorite person, a dear one in your life. Perhaps it is a location that you've been to in the past or that you hope to go to in the future. Or maybe it is an event that you deeply enjoy. Just continue to be the observer of this, and as you stare deeply into it, you feel the essence of the love for this person, place, or thing in your heart, in your very heart chakra. And the minute you acknowledge this love, another little speck of stardust or starlight appears within this glass orb, this glass sphere. And you look at this one closely and you see it is another person, place, or thing that you absolutely, effortlessly, and deeply love. And you bring that recognition into your heart. And again, another speck of starlight appears within the globe. And you continue to peer at each one as they appear, and they are appearing more and more rapidly until half of this globe is filled with specks of different colored stardust and starlight, each one representing a different person, place, or thing that you absolutely, deeply, and effortlessly love. This sphere of glass is nearly bursting at its seams with all these different specks of stardust and starlight, multiple rainbow-colored specks of stardust and starlight. And you can feel all the love for all of these different people, places, and things. You feel it contained in the sphere in front of you, and you can feel it welling up in your heart space. And for a moment it feels as though there is not enough room for all this love. Just sit with that feeling for a moment. And when you're ready, reach out and place your hand upon this glass sphere. And as you do so, you can feel this tingling on the palm of your hand as all the different specks of stardust and starlight gravitate to the spot on the sphere in which you have placed your hand, and they are collecting in a ball of multicolored, rainbow-colored light. They're still within the sphere, but you can feel the amount of energy, the tingle, the sensation, the electrical, the palpation of it. It is magnificent. It is vibrant. It is shiny and glowing. You feel as though something wants to happen, and that you, the very vehicle, the very vessel, the very conduit through which that can happen. If you have placed your right hand on the glass sphere, my friends, I invite and encourage you to switch to your left hand and place it on the sphere, left being the more receptive part of you. And as you place your left hand on this glass sphere, you experience this compulsion, this urge, this inner calling, this intuitive knowing to reach out your right hand, holding it up to the sky. And the minute you reach up your right hand to the sky with your left hand on the sphere, all these beautiful rainbow-colored specks of stardust and starlight begin to absorb right into your hand through the surface of the sphere, and you are tracking them with your mind. As the mindful observer, you can feel them slowly and gently and lovingly crawling and moving and conveying themselves up your left arm. You can feel them pass over your wrist, up your forearm, passing through your elbow area and up your upper arm until they stop for a moment and gather themselves as a ball in your shoulder, in your left shoulder. And they begin to gently spread out into your chest space, into your heart space, many of them concentrating along your heart chakra. And you can feel this continual motion up from your left hand, for they are still present in the sphere, and yet they have extended and expanded or multiplied themselves into your body through your left hand, up your left arm, and into your heart. They are gathering, replicating, duplicating, extending themselves in a huge clump of beautiful rainbow-colored light, filling your heart space. You can feel the magnitude of their presence, the enormity of the love that they represent flowing through your left arm all the way up into your heart until it feels as though your heart is going to burst. Trust that your heart will not burst, but that it will expand. And the minute you recognize and trust in that expansion, you see that that light indeed expands to fill the entirety of your chest. And when there is no more space in your heart area to hold all these beautiful rainbow-colored specks of light, they begin to flow into your right shoulder and up into your right arm, passing your right elbow, and up and up and up to your right hand. And they begin to collect in the different fingers of your right hand. And they are building and replicating and expanding. You are now, if you take a moment and you consider the sphere, your left arm, your heart, your right arm, and your right hand, you have created a continual stream of these specks of light, these rainbow-colored specks of stardust. For you are a conduit. You are conducting. You are allowing all of this beautiful light and energy and love to flow through you. And in the recognition of yourself as a conduit, all of these beautiful rainbow-colored specks of starlight begin to explode out the fingers of your right hand like a fountain of rainbow-colored light, spraying out from all of your fingers in your right hand, spraying out to whatever distance they wish to go. You can feel them filling the air around you, spraying in all directions. You feel all of this moving through your body, from the sphere, through your left arm, into your heart space, up into your right arm, out through all the fingers in your right hand. And very soon you are surrounded by a cloud of rainbow-colored specks of light and stardust. You are losing track of your body, for you are deeply and powerfully surrounded by all these. They begin to lift you up, and you feel as though your very existence is melting into a profound presence with all these different specks of light. You feel them continuing to expand outward, but you no longer need to channel or conduct them from the sphere to the right hand. They simply are surrounding you, holding you up, blending with you. Your body is dissolving into its own cloud of rainbow-colored specks of light and stardust. You are now one with this collective of light, of energy, of love. You exist within the very field of love. You know your individuality, but you also sense your connection to the whole. You are part of the collective just as much as every other speck of stardust and starlight. And you can feel this cloud of starlight flying around. You can feel it expanding, and as it does so, it passes past trees and birds and animals and other people, houses, objects. It begins to extend out into the entirety of the planet, and as it passes each and every person, place, or thing, you feel each one of those being absorbed into the whole, being turned into this beautiful, energetic mist of stardust and starlight, rainbow colors, all, until it spreads throughout the entire planet, until you spread throughout the entire planet, and you are aware of everything. You are aware of the movement of life, not just your own, but every single expression of life on the planet. It is a lot to contain, but it is so glorious and so incredibly beautiful and moving. And you know that in this moment, with your oneness in the field, that this is your true nature. You are not just a vessel in which to hold love, and you are not just a conduit in which to convey and channel love, but you are love. Your very presence is comprised and composed of all these rainbow-colored specks of love. And each one exists as though they were its own little universe. And together they exist as an entirety, as one single field of love. Breathe it in, my friends. Accept it, allow it, embrace it. If you've come today seeking guidance of any sort, consolation or solace, all you but need to do is simply ask from this place of being in the field of love. Ask your question, ask for what you are feeling. Do you need a hug? Do you need rest? Do you want a reassurance of some sort? It is all available to you from this field. Use your mind's ear to listen intently. If you are asking a question, seeking guidance or a particular solace, listen closely to what each and every single speck of starlight has to share with you, and there will be one or maybe more than one that has a specific message for you. Bend your mind's ear to that message and listen closely. It is just for you. When you are ready, begin to gently return your awareness to your physical body here on planet Earth. You may begin to do so by focusing on your heart chakra and allowing a picture of all these beautiful specks of light to form within your heart, within your chest space. A reflection or projection, if you will, of the greater whole that always and forever lives within your heart chakra. There is no other home within you from which this lives. And this is a beautiful feeling and image that you begin to take back with you into your physical experience. Place a hand on your heart and begin to feel into the different body parts. Perhaps feel into how your back is connecting with the seat, how your arms are connecting with the arms of a chair, your feet touching the floor. You are bringing back a very special knowing that you are part of the whole, part of something bigger than just your physical body, part of something incredibly magnificent and beautiful and amazing. And at the same time, you are the whole. You are magnificent. You are beautiful. You are amazing. Begin to gently and lovingly tap your heart chakra with the palm of your hand again. I am here. I am here. I am here right now. I am me. I am all that is. I am you. I am all that is. We are one. Take a deep breath in through your nose and let it out through your mouth. Take another deep breath in, and with the next exhale, feel yourself returning to your body. So each breath in and out, you fill and embody your physical space again. And in this moment, you know that you are returning. Wholly you, and yet different. Changed. Expanded. And when you're ready, on the last breath, prepare to open your eyes, returning back to the present moment, to the here and the now. Welcome back. Oh my goodness, my dear friend Carrie says. Give yourself time, my friends. If you're gobsmacked or taken aback or blown away or whatever, just sit with it for a moment. Allow it to be. Allow it time to integrate. Oh, Carrie's crying. It's beautiful. Wow. That was awesome. Give yourself a stretch. Any body part that might need to move or adjust. Allow yourself to get comfortable again. You're welcome, Jerry. They say that was wonderful. It was nice going there. Very peaceful and profound at the same time. If anybody wishes to share about their journey or how they're feeling after the journey, please feel free to do so. We'll give a little space for integration and sharing before we hear from the council. How's everybody? What's that? Oh, you felt your mom and sister and everybody who's gone. The love was incredible. Thank you, Carrie. The sphere, Jerry? What about it? Oh, your dad, your mom and dad. Tears get in the way of typing all the time. Yes, I understand. Kat says, when you initially ask what or who I see that I really love, I saw myself. I'm surprised because I repeatedly am told that I don't love myself. You do. There's a fascinating concept that I have been learning lately from various sources, including the council. That is the concept that when we think we are missing something, like love or trust or confidence, we're actually not missing it. But we're placing that love or that trust or that confidence in something else, but it's just something that we don't prefer. So when we don't feel like we love ourselves, or when we don't think we love ourselves, we are actually being loving, but we're loving what we don't like. We are sending love, meaning attention and energy, to what we don't like. If you think you're not confident, you are confident in your lack of confidence. If you don't trust yourself, you are trusting that lack. So there is absolutely none of these things are actually missing in our lives. When we think that life is not abundant for us, we are focused on an abundance of lack, for example. So energetically, the dynamic of these different principles is always the same. It just becomes a question of what the focus is. Something to chew on. Gwen says, when I joined with the sphere of love, we flew by spiraling together. It was beautiful. Oh, that sounds lovely. See, everybody can have a different experience, which is why I love these journeys. They're not just about the guidance that I offer. It is whatever unfolds for you that has meaning. For you, assign the meaning. Give another couple moments for anyone who wishes to share. I always have to drink a lot of water to get me grounded again. Carrie says that the rainbows coming out of my right hand were fun. You actually saw them. Very cool. Rainbows spraying out your fingers. Did anyone experience anything unexpected? Something that took you aback a little bit, that surprised you, or delighted you, or didn't delight you? Wow, Carrie says that's her hand that had a stroke. So it was fun because it was kind of healing it, literally. Yeah, I believe it. Alrighty, let's bring the council in. Let's see what they have to share. Dear guides of Council 7, please. We love you. Greetings and hello, our dear, dear friends. We are so happy to gather with you today. In these moments of communication, contact, and connection, we honor, we appreciate, and we celebrate each and every single one of you as a singular expression of your unique perspective, as well as your part in the whole and all that is. Today's journey is based on concepts that we shared with Greg months ago, so that we could be of assistance in helping humanity understand that love is not just a feeling experience. Love is much more. It is an experience of the energy moving through you as love as a force, as well as the experience of you as part of the entirety of the field of love. And indeed, the collective sense, the connective tissue, if you will, between all humans, all life, all experiences on planet Earth at this time is indeed love. Connective tissue, the threads that bind you, if you will, is another way of thinking of it. It is indeed the energy of love. Love as a feeling is quite fascinating because from our witnessing and observation on your planet, many humans get stuck in this place. They see themselves as the container, experiencing the emotion, the feelings, the responses, the experiences of love. Many times they misunderstand and confuse their feeling of love and association of it with another individual, rather than the experience of them holding, containing the feeling of love. And this is indeed where lots of relationship suffering comes from, when they make the love association with the other person, place, or thing, instead of with something that they are holding inside themselves as a container. And this indeed is the beginning of the feeling of love. It is also very common on your planet for humans to think about love as strictly from the romantic sense. And of course, as you all probably know already, we are not talking about romantic love. What we really are talking about, you can experience even in the simplest moments of joy, as you are watching a movie or reading a book or spending time deeply chatting with a dear friend. Each and every single one of these experiences, and all the others that you could ever dream up of or think of, are indeed the feeling of love. So this is love as a feeling, love at you as a container for the feeling of love. When your awareness of love begins to expand and evolve, you transition from the awareness of yourself as a container for the feeling of love into the awareness of yourself as a conduit or a channel for love as a force. And in this instance, in this example, love then becomes that which flows through you. Now, at first, humans begin to experience love as a force in a, shall we say, less conscious way. You might be involved in a creative project or endeavor. You may be pursuing a favorite physical activity. You may be engaging in physical intimacy. You may be eating a truly cherished and enjoyed meal, snack, or refreshment. And you may not actually recognize that in that moment you are flowing, you are channeling, you are the conduit conducting the force of love through you into what you are doing and what you are experiencing. As you become more aware and more conscious of the flowing of this force through your body, you will begin to recognize this in more and more moments and instances of life. And not just in times of creativity or intimacy or enjoyment, but you will begin to notice very much the same sensations and feelings of the stardust and specks of light coming from the sphere and moving into your left arm, through your heart space and out through your right arm. This is what it feels like. This particular journey was very instructive in helping you to record, if you will, recognize the actual sensation and feeling of you channeling love. For the feeling and the sensation of it is truly what is most important. And then as you grow spiritually, your awareness and the evolution of your awareness of love then expands out into love as a field, and more of you on the planet in these days and times are beginning to understand how absolutely beautiful and essential the experience of love as a field, the collective sense, if you will, is. And this indeed is where some, if not many of you, are wishing to evolve your awareness of love to. And we honor and we appreciate and we welcome this particular intention for this destination, even though it is not a destination, for this is your essential true nature in this very moment. You are just growing your awareness around it. But this particular intention is indeed helping usher you to the next level. For it is only from your awareness of love as a field and you as a collective that you can begin to understand, entertain, and embody the next energy that we have come to represent, which we will share very briefly with you now. For this is the energy of unity. Now, when we speak of unity, we do not mean it in a human sense. Far too often on your planet, unity is the word used to encourage the universal agreement upon certain things, and this indeed is farthest from the truth of what unity truly is. For in an unconditionally loving universe, when all that is unconditionally loves you, it allows for the existence, consideration, and presence of all manner of things. It allows for the presence of everything, because the presence of everything is indeed what makes up all that is. You cannot sit in your meditations or in your live sessions and think upon things that you do not prefer or do not like and think that they should not exist, for you are not in the position to decide whether they should exist or not. You are in the position of choosing whether to pay attention to them or not, for they do not need to be within your sphere of influence, your sphere of awareness, your sphere of perception, unless you choose to have them be. But from all that is perspective, indeed from our perspective, even the things that you deem unwanted are unconditionally allowed for. For if you do not unconditionally allow for all things, there can be no unity. And so hopefully you can begin to get a sense for how important it is to evolve your awareness of love, at least incrementally or on a small level, into love as a field, into the collective energy of love as a field, as a whole, if you will. For it is from this place that you can take on the sense of unconditional loving allowance for all things to be in their own time and place. And when you do so, you will then begin to witness the unity of all things even those in which you do not prefer, desire, or like. We will not say anything more about this, the second energy, for it is still early in the advancement of the awareness of humankind towards this energy of unity. But we felt that after today's journey, and with the high probability of how beautifully you have all been doing on your own spiritual paths, we felt that you were ready to at least hear about the topic today. There will be much more. We do not know when, but there will be much more elaboration on this at any time in the future, if you could talk about the future. This is something that you truly already know about, but have not had extensive experience within your current lifetime. You know about this because of your connection with all that is and with Source. So, whether you choose to set an intention to more frequently or regularly or consistently experience love as a field, it matters not to us whether you hold that intention or not. But if it is an intention or desire within you, then we encourage you to seek out whatever means or methods will help you to return to this experience of love as a field. For the more regularly you can drop into this experience, the more deeply you will begin to perceive and understand this second energy of unity. We will leave you with this for now. We so deeply love and appreciate and celebrate each and every experience you have in your lifetime. We honor who you are. We honor the intentions in which you have come to the session today, indeed the intentions in which you have brought into this lifetime. Know that you are beautiful and amazing beyond bounds. Know that whatever you think you are lacking, you are not lacking in it. You are just focused with it on the lack. Thank you for being who you are at this time on planet Earth, and thank you for being with us today. We love you and we celebrate you. Ooh, it's getting dark here all of a sudden. Hold on, I'm going to turn a light on. Hello, my friends. Ooh, it's awfully bright. Well, how was that? I'm sensing that everybody is just so gobsmacked you're floating in all of this. You're welcome, Carrie. Amazing, says Gwen. They said yesterday that there was an 85% chance that they would reveal that, and they've already revealed it to me, but they were talking about revealing it to you guys. So I'm glad they did. So unity, love, and unity, two of the 7 energies that the council represents. Very interesting. Linda says, amazing with white hearts and beautiful shiny stars. Why is it amazing? Talk to me, guys. What are you feeling? What are you thinking? What are you sensing about this message? I have a feeling this is going to come up on Wednesday somewhere. For those who don't know about our beautiful event on Zoom twice a month, every first and third Wednesday, called Let's Soar Together. It's an opportunity to grow in community, to form communal bonds, while we have personal and very deep, meaningful, transformative experiences by going on these journeys, talking and sharing. So if you are feeling called to towards more community, more connection, more meaningful personal transformation, please do check out my link at yegreg.com and come join us on one of these Wednesdays twice a month. Carrie says that we need to learn true unconditional love. Wow, that's a huge takeaway. They had a, correct me if I'm wrong, but if I'm remembering, I don't always remember what was said, but they had a very deliberate energy regarding having kind of that unconditional love perspective for all things. I feel like I'm not saying it quite right. Let's see what Gwen says. It makes me tear up thinking that we can love each other even though we are so different and don't always like what someone else is doing. Yeah, exactly. I agree. Carrie says that too. Yeah, it's a huge concept. April says unity consciousness has won up for me on some of my oracle card. Oh, has come up for you on some of your oracle card pulls. That and rainbow bridges and pillars of light. So many are actually raising their vibration in order to more light for others. Yeah, exactly. And I think that's why this message is coming through right now. But we have to, I do think that their words of, it's not so much words of cautions, but the way that they tried to clarify unity, I think is really important because it's not about universal agreement. It's not about everybody seeing things the same way. It's almost like universal, like deeply witnessing everything. I don't know how to describe it. I'm really curious to dig into this more at some point and hear more from them when we're ready for more. I love what you just said there, April. I'm going to read it again. Unity consciousness has come up for me on some of my oracle card pulls. That and rainbow bridges and pillars of light. So many are actively raising their vibration in order to bring more light for others. Yes, it's about universal love. I agree, Carrie. So I guess as we evolve from love as a feeling, love as a force, and then into love as a field, that gives us access to universal love in which we connect with the energy of unity. So this makes me really interested because I've known about the unity concept for a long time, but never thought of it as an energy. So there must be an actual energetic experience of unity, otherwise the council wouldn't bring that up. Yeah, as humans, we aren't good at that. Well, we are good at it. It is part of our essential nature. It's just culturally, I think, this is my opinion, my perspective, only one perspective in the universe, but culturally, we have been taught to form opinions about things rather than accessing the perspective of universal love about everything. You know, I mean, it's hard not to learn about opinions and things because our parents offered us opinions. They had their belief systems. They had their viewpoints. And I don't know about your parents. I know I'm going to be 61 in a few weeks, but you know, my folks didn't have access to all the different things that we have access to now, spiritually, psychologically, personal development wise, personal growth wise. They just didn't have them. I mean, their option was to talk to a parish priest or go see a therapist. There just wasn't, you know, and each one had their own taboos from their own belief systems about what was right and wrong, about their marriage, their children, society, and everything. So it's hard not to initially take on all those opinions and beliefs and viewpoints, you know, especially if we grew up with parents who were excessively strict, or if we grew up in schools or religious environments that were very definitive. And I'm not being judgmental here, I'm just being factual, very definitive about the way they viewed life, the way they viewed God, the way they viewed things, right? But we're in this time now where all the options are being thrown on the table, and we are getting to choose what we wish to focus on. And those choices are incredibly powerful now. They are more powerful now than they have ever been at any time in our life. And that is why it feels so challenging at times. That is why it feels so chaotic at times. That is why some of our deepest fears are being surfaced right now. It's not because we're scared, but it's because everything's on the table and it can be overwhelming. Gwen, yours is the 28th, mine's the 25th. Fellow Pisces. Nice to meet a fellow Pisces, even though we've already met. April was just telling, oh wait, hold on. Gwen said, when I was in the field of love, I saw my love energy go to and include people I find it hard to love. Gwen, that's you being part of the angel realm too. I love that. April says, I was just telling my daughter today that I feel more telepathic with those close to me, like we read each other's minds. Anyone else noticing this? April, that's funny you said that, because I have heard that that is where we're headed to as we continue to choose to align ourselves more with the frequency and vibration of love, and of course the frequencies and vibrations that are higher and above love. So I am not surprised. That is so cool. Like, what are you experiencing with that telepathy? Apparently telepathy is just natural for us. It's just hasn't been in the typical human experience. Carrie says times or things are different because we are more open, I think, as a society. Well, as individuals, I think that's where it starts, but yeah. Well, that was lovely, my friends. Thank you for being here with us today. For anyone who came in late, if you wish to have the full experience of the journey, please feel free to check out my teacher link. I do record all of my live streams and put them up on my YouTube channel as a library for folks to go and visit if they missed it, or if they want to go through the journey again or have the experience. So I leave that up to you and make it available to you from my heart to yours. Any closing comments from anybody? Carrie says there are a lot of things that we don't know and things that we are learning. I will always choose love. Awesome. Me too. I am here to choose love. I'm here to be a channel of love, to inspire love. Yes, you are, Carrie. You are. Final comments, questions, observations, any sharing? I do not know when my next live will be on Insight Timer. I've been cutting back on them, focusing more on my monthly Zooms, which I always invite you guys to. You're more than welcome to join, and you can... Let's see. I will probably be doing at least one live on Insight Timer a month, but I don't know what I'm going to do in March yet, because next Tuesday I'm relocating to St. George, Utah. I don't have a permanent residence there yet, or a consistent residence, I should say. I will be treating myself for my birthday to a few nights in a hotel and maybe do an Airbnb or something, but I'm going to be looking for a place to rent. So I don't, until I know that I've landed somewhere where where I know that the internet's good and I can set up my studio and stuff, I am not going to schedule anything for March. So stay tuned on Insight Timer, or if you want to follow me through my newsletter, you can do so from there. Carrie says, I know I'm a channel, just kind of slowly getting there. Yes, you are. You are unfolding at your perfect divine timing. Gwen I have said that too, but noticed I was choosing fear in part of my life. Yeah, me too. Me too. There are certain experiences in my life that even to this day, it is easier and more comfortable to choose a fear perspective. But at the point where I'm at right now, I'm recognizing that, and it's actually becoming less comfortable. It's easy, but it's less comfortable because I'm wanting to shift and grow and change, and I'm not wanting to continue to view the world through those fear-based belief systems. I'm wanting to let them go and move forward. No, not even forward. I'm just wanting to let them go. And in the letting go of those fear-based beliefs, we immediately change. That's where our evolution and expansion occurs, is in the letting go. There's nothing more we need to do. We just need to investigate those beliefs, recognize them as ridiculous or out of alignment or not being a purpose of service anymore, and then just let them go. Bye-bye. See you later. All right, my friends. All right, speaking of letting go, I'm going to let you go. Thank you so much for being here. Much love and joy to all of you. I hope to see you again soon. I will be seeing you from a whole new physical place on the planet. I'm very excited about this. Living amongst the red rocks, and I'm going to get to visit Zion National Park, which is one of my absolute favorite places in the entirety of US. Very powerful. I don't know if cell service works out there, but one day I'm going to go out on a hike there and I'll take pictures or do some videos and share them with you guys through my non-Insight Timer channels, since Insight Timer doesn't allow me to share anything other than tracks and live streams. So you're welcome, Carrie. Thank you to everybody being here. Oh, you've been there, April? Isn't it amazing? Just amazing. I can't wait to be. I was there over 20 years ago, and I'm such a different person now. And with what I'm doing with the council and channeling and working with you guys, journeys and things, I'm just really excited to see what I learn, what comes through. I have a feeling I'm gonna have a lot of interesting energetic experiences. So, Angel's Landing, yeah, I was there too. Scary. It's scary being up that high, looking down over. But it's fascinating. Thank you, Gwen. Love you too. I will see you on Friday. No, what is it? Today's Friday. I will see you on Wednesday, Gwen. All right, my friends. Take good care of your hearts. May you find ways to experience the field of love on a regular basis. Continue to seek out your own expansion, your own spiritual growth. Thank you for being here with us today. I am going to bid you adieu. Where's my thingamajig? There we go. Take good care. We'll see you again soon. Bye.